You, the young people of Nigeria, are now set to leave your mark on the political space, just as you have done over the decades in entrepreneurship, sports, art, media, entertainment, technology, and several other fields. There is still a lot of work ahead towards ensuring that young people take full advantage of the opportunities provided not only by this constitutional amendment.
The Not Too Young to Run law was perhaps the most ambitious piece of legislation in the last round of constitutional amendments. It was a smashing of the glass ceiling as it were breaking the barriers for young people to aspire for different political positions from the level of the state legislature to the office of the presidency. The 2019 general elections provided a basis to test the mileage of the new law. By the time nominations closed preparatory to the election, INEC have recorded 51.11% youth from ages ranging between 18 to 35 years. According to INEC, for the National Assembly alone, there were 40% youth candidates as against 28% in 2015. There were even more youth candidates in the state houses of assembly during the 2019 contest. This brought about the emergence of speakers under the age of 35 in state houses of assembly of Kwara, Oyo, Plateau, and Zamfara.
One of the great things he did is the signing of the Not Too Young to Run bill, which actually has led to reduction of age for those who are intending to contest for various elective and parliamentary positions.
One of the successes of the bill was the fact we saw an increase in number of young people who ran and won their elections.
While the constitutional amendment opened up opportunities for youth to aspire, the political field was far from even with money politics, denying many the chance to compete with the old established politicians who have refused to retire from the game. But if there was progressive youth representation in elective positions, the number in appointed positions was far from impressive.
It is the exclusive right of the president to appoint people he feels can help in implementing his agendas. And the president also made mention that this time around, he's going to appoint people that he knows and people that he feels are competent enough. Looking at the ministerial list, the 43 names, I am not here to say that they are not competent enough to help the president in implementing his agenda. What I'm saying is that the president has not demonstrated enough confidence in the youth of Nigeria. But the president leading to the election actually knows the role youth of this country played in his emergence. The youth of this country, especially the youth wing of the APC, did a lot of canvassing for the president on social media, canvassing at their various communities, their ward level, the local government and states.
It's unfortunate because we can't always make commitment and not fulfill that. Beyond that, Nigeria can actually start setting the pace when it comes to youth inclusion. It begins with giving young people critical roles to play in office, in political offices in Nigeria. And it begins with how we appoint people. There's nothing that says a young person cannot take particular positions.
While the president's appointment appeared not to have favored the youth, the presidency was quick to acknowledge the appointment of a 39-year-old British Nigerian, Olukemi Badenoch, as Junior Minister for Families and Children. Perhaps more is required than just having a law enabling the young to run. Ogie, AIT News, Abuja.